Hey Dee Dee, it's April, and I'm so glad you decided to take a little time and tell us a little bit about the success you've had with Protandim and your son Harris, I believe it is. Can you kind of tell us how old he is and what's been going on?
Sure. Harrison is 17 and he's been having issues with anxiety and depression and also diagnosed, we found out, with obsessive compulsive disorder. Uh, Back in 2016 in December, he was in a car accident with his sister, and they were just driving home, and there was this pretty bad car accident, and he developed it actually triggered more anxiety in him and panic attacks. His grades dropped tremendously in school. We couldn't figure out what was wrong. He didn't really know that that was his trigger, and he got to a point where he was actually unmotivated to do anything. Grades, he didn't care. He didn't care to go outside. He didn't care to hang out with his friends. As a matter of fact, he didn't really have friends after that, for a while. And this was a kid who really enjoyed life before this. So it was really hard to watch him go through that. And we sought counseling. We sought medication, and it just wasn't working. So I spoke to, well, actually, I did a lot of research to find some healthy way to resolve this problem, and prayed about it, and just was guided to Protandim. Through my cousin Michael and my mother. They came and talked to me, and I was so grateful at the timing of that. And he refused to take it, so I did. And it actually helped me cope with what was going on at home. So later on, he developed a love for his school, however, not for his school work. So I told him, I said, this is where I got him. If you want to continue to go to that school, let's try Protandim. So he finally did, even with his obsessive compulsive disorder and his anxiety. He fought me on it, but then he did. And within a week or two, I was starting to see signs that my son was coming back to us, and really extremely grateful for it. He was happier. He carried conversations. He began to talk to his friends and communicate more. He began to care about the things that he didn't care about before. So now, only 4.5 weeks later, he is now playing tennis with his friends, spending the night, which he would refuse to do before that. He's even practicing driving, and that's something he refused to do. And honestly, he couldn't even drive with us in a vehicle without panicking and getting us to the point where we were almost afraid to drive ourselves. And we would come home and have to, take an hour to relax after that. But I'm so grateful. He's actually a happier kid, and it seems like he's matured a lot since he's been on Protandim. And I'm so grateful to God, and I'm so grateful for this company, LifeVantage, for bringing him back to us.
Well, thanks for sharing that. That's a great, great story. Thanks so much. I'm sure you'll help others with it. Thank you.
Thank you.